I'm Michael Dinneen, founder of Valiant Living. We've been around for 8 years. I've been in the field I'm an LCSW and a CSAT, and I've been in the field for 30 years. And learned a lot of what works and what hasn't worked in the field, and have come to the conclusion that if we're not treating most of the issues simultaneously, that something's going to creep up and take the client out. So when we look at intimacy disorders as a primary, sex addiction, love addiction, we also know that there's codependency and trauma, and like Carnes calls affect states. So we know that people can get addicted to resentment and shame and guilt and victimhood, but there's also addictions come in pairs with despair. So we also know that there's going to probably be some chemicals on board, some substances. There's going to be behavioral disorders. There's going to be a dysfunctional relationship with finances. And our job to help the CSAT community, the IITAP community, is to take men that are probably either just got found out and are going to eventually need disclosure, or there's a crisis situation that always lands somebody in, and it's not going to be corrected or healed in an outpatient. They need some time. We've got to stop the bleeding. They need some time off the field in order to get clarity, to get education, to get some integration, to preparation for what may be the biggest event in their life, a disclosure and the healing of a marriage and a family. Many times these guys will have narcissistic traits, and they'll be trying to gaslight or get out of whatever the spouse doesn't know. So we try to get them out of the house quicker so that we can actually gain an alliance with the spouse and get her some help around that she's not crazy, that she's been manipulated to a certain extent, that she has betrayal trauma, that she has PTSD, and we like to come alongside her instead of call her a codependent or call her a co-sex addict. We like to call her a trauma survivor and a strong, beautiful, amazing woman that needs a lot of help, right? So we like to come alongside the referring CSAT and help with not only the marriage eventually, but help the man see his illness and be able to move forward in his life. So we really see ourselves as part of the continuum, the healing continuum. We're not the answer, but we're probably considered the emergency room or the ICU unit for the CSAT community out there. Our average guy is probably 40. We'll go as low as age 25. We have men here solely for anxiety. We have men here solely for sex addiction. We have men here solely for alcoholism, but most of our men have a combination. And they're usually middle-aged, but we love the outliers. We love the straight alcoholic 72-year-old guy with a bad liver that needs to gain trust with his spouse, and needs to gain trust with his adult daughter, who's going to let her drive her kids, his grandkids, around, and he needs to make best use of the last 20 years on this planet. We love those guys, but our average guy is probably a 45-year-old guy that just got busted looking at porn and or at a massage parlor and or having an affair or something like that. And then underneath that is a whole iceberg of things that we have to address. It's a 90-day program. We'll go as low as 30. We'll do a 30-day spin dry. We'll do a 45-day. We'll do a 60-day. We'll do a 90-day. Some of our men stay for longer. The spouse isn't ready for them to come home, or they relocate to Colorado and they want to be part of this community, and they get a job out here. Some men, we just prepare to go home. Some men even come to us outpatient during the day or at night that live here locally. So we can adapt because we're so small. We can adapt to what's best for the client and their family at the time. We're at a network. We work really well with insurances, policies, commercial policies, but there's usually a cash component to this. We will take some TRICARE guys and do a scholarship for a military guy, so we're generous in that respect, but for the most part, you're going to see where if someone's paying just cash, it's an $80,000 product for 90 days, which if for what they get between case management, trauma therapy, marriage workshops, regular CSAT therapy, the experientials, everything going on with the wellness center and our wellness program, and just the gamut of resources that we put together, from equine to fly fishing lessons to just getting them grounded in nature. It's a deal of a century. It's expensive, but it's I like to say, how much does a divorce cost? And then it becomes a lot less of a sticker price than what it is. But I'm always willing to work with the right. We're fit first, finance second. So if they're the right fit, always call. I want the CSAT community to call me and discuss the case. And if they're the right fit, that's the primary component. And then secondary, we try to work the finances out. So just know that we're still a therapist-owned facility. I own 100% of Valiant Living, so we spare no expense to love and show up in the client's life. So when you think of mission versus margin, of course there needs to be margin, but we're way more mission oriented in the sense that we put families back together, we take it seriously. Technically, Valiant is a step down from an inpatient residential. So we love getting guys from Gentle Path or other facilities that they've already done 45 or 60 days, and then they get the education and then we do the integration. So instead of learning about disclosure, they actually go through the disclosure process while with us. So we're considered from a technical insurance-based terminology of a PHP, a partial hospitalization, and an IOP. Men work through clinical milestones to get from the PHP into the IOP. So they start off in a house with the chef, they get transported, everything is taken care of. 100% of everything is just rolled out for them. And so it simulates a residential, but they start getting technology introduced back into their lives. The triggers come back into their lives because they're at the gym, they're in the community, they're going to 12-step meetings. And so, it is actually, they're getting as much services as a residential, but technically it's a PHP from an insurance perspective. And then when they hit certain clinical milestones, they'll move into another house and they'll get their car back, or they'll get transportation, they'll get their media back. They're probably working during the day or volunteering, and they're going to groups at night, because we want to see them through different transitions, because that's really where you're going to see someone regress or relapse or slip. And our philosophy isn't so much you're never going to slip again. Our philosophy is, how quickly can you rebound when you do lie or tell a half-truth, or when you do look at something on your phone, or something happens that you need to get real with your sponsor, your counselor, or somebody. We look at progress is how quickly do you rebound? How resilient are you? And we're not looking for perfection. So we want to see them through these different transitions while they're with us, which builds self-efficacy. It also shows, and if there is a problem, we want to see it while they're with us. So we could actually maneuver what level of care they're at, or address the issue real time versus them having to go through some massive relapse, destroy their family, and then go back to treatment. I think that, if my heart breaks when I think about the impact that addiction and mental health and trauma, untreated and unhealed, has on children. And if I have a dream, I get to be part of a healing process that puts families back together. And so that's why our mission isn't just about addiction or mental health or trauma or intimacy disorders or sex addiction. Our mission is we help put families back together, because we want to address everything. So we have a multidisciplinary approach where we bring in psychiatry, psychology, addiction work, spirituality, fitness, nutrition, nature. We're going with as many modalities as we can, not to be all things to all people, but to hit every part of the human psyche and body, because we want to send somebody back into a quality of life. We want them to reconnect with themselves, others, and God. We want them connecting with their daughters, with their sons. We want them, in some ways, the hero's journey, we want them coming out of these experiences with a hope that they actually can, that they actually could be the hero in this story. And a lot of times the men need that from an archetypal, that they need to know that there's meaning in some of this, and that they wouldn't want to wish it on anybody else. But they're grateful for the experience because they never would have hit this bottom or this level of pain that opened them up in a new portal and a new life that set them on a different path. So my heart is about putting the marriage back together. If it's not going to work, we want to respect her level of trauma, and we want to, in most cases it's a her, right, the partner. We want to respect her and say, okay, if a divorce is inevitable, separation is inevitable, let's do this in a healthy way to lessen the impact on the children. And so let's walk this out all together. So we're not married to putting the marriage back together. What we are married to is, let's do this as healthy as possible and help you through it. I think the biggest thing is to not feel, just to pick up the phone and call me directly. I would love to do a consult with anybody because if I can't help, there's a lot of places that I know that can. And so it's worth a phone call to me directly.